Moondra asks, when out and about, does anyone ever recognize you? Yes. Zaford asks, any clue that why we can't switch quality? I don't know. Probably has to do with Twitch's maintenance tonight. From NVS, since you stream, do you have more confidence as a person? Probably. Dasq asks, what's the most interesting or fun place you've ever been? Korean barbecue house with Hafu, Doa, and Savitz. Korean barbecue is delicious. Saul asks, isn't Siphon Soul and just attacking face strictly better than Soulfire there? I wanted to get the Qualler draw from the Mortal Coil. Also, it didn't seem like too threatening a card to siphon the soul of. But it's certainly a move that could have been considered. He hasn't played any fire elementals yet. Doogie asked, do you play an instrument or have any musical experience? Yeah, I play the piano. I'm okay at it. And to ask, what do you think Priest needs in order to fit the meta? Time.
I wonder.
It basically needs, like, quite vaguely, it needs better class cards. And so many of the class cards are taken up by weird stuff like Silence, Inner Fire, Master Spell, Divine Spirit. It needs to just be slightly higher quality. Simple as that. It's not to say that a deck could not be constructed right now, though. Whether or not it's good, who knows? Maybe it just hasn't been explored enough. Who knows? I don't know. If I attack this one, he has the maximum annoyance in terms of getting rid of cards. Bottle Blast asks, is Sarah worth really keeping in most decks? What usually happens for me is when I get to the end game, I more than often never get to a chance to play her without needing to clear the board / Sarah dying after the first play. You're right, that's why she's currently not popular. Ina Bayuri asks, would you play an RTS version of Hearthstone where you gain 1 mana every 5 seconds and minions can attack once every 10 seconds? What? What is my answer to that? Anyways. I can Faceless, Shadow Flame, I can Blood Mage Thalnos, Power Overwhelming, Shadow Flame, 2, 3, 7. And I can Siphon Soul the 4/4. So many answers. So many bad answers. The power overwhelming is at least. Now the Shadow Flame is going to not be much better at any point other than here. Man, I've really gotten worn out. Oh, this game. I haven't drawn the Alexstrasza yet. That would help so much. Roggen Nader asks, I heard you play Dungeons and Dragons. I'll assume it's roleplay and not the MMO. Yes. If so, what type of campaign are you currently playing and what kind of character do you play? I'm playing Pathfinder. I'm the Dungeon Master, and to be even more specific, we're just starting off nice and easy with one of the first ones called Rise of the Rune Lords. I think I'd rather not tap to 3 health. Given the abundance of cards he has, I can kill me off of that. I can't believe this deck might actually have Soulfire be used and not discard anything. I wonder if I have lethal. That's 5, 9, 14.
What to do?
But I don't really have anything I can deal 2 damage to him. What are the cards left in my deck? I feel like I have another Molten Giant in here. If not 2. I've got Alexstrasza in here also. Oh, 3 damage. Aha! Alright.
I bring life.
Oh my gosh, bottom decked. Hellwell Matt asks, do you think if Priest had a 4 attack removal, would they be viable? Yeah, it would be a nice spell. It's something I repeatedly suggest on Valley Town, like, oh, just give them a 2 mana, destroy target 4 attack minion. Welcome to Valley Town, wrongfully accused. Moondra asks, are there any removed cards or nerfs to cards that you wish were still in the game? Not really.
I waste little time.
As Kiwi asks, are you excited for Heroes of the Storm? And will you be streaming it a lot when it comes out? And I streamed it a bit when I got into the really early alpha. Seems fun, but doesn't seem to be very popular for whatever reason. I'll keep an eye out for it. It's a type of game that I would like a lot since it's a Blizzard game. It's got that usual polish and the brand and whatever, and I'm pretty good at MOBAs, kind of. And it's more of the strategic element too, with goals and points, so what's also good. We'll see.
Gul'dan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
Swordfish asks, you seen the new road card? Yes, my basic analysis of it is it's a strong standalone card. It rivals the Yeti. Yeti in fact quakes in fear of it. It's a good value card. Corbeck asks, have you ever made a final form of your F2 free-to-play Shaman deck? Yeah, in fact I've played it a few times on stream. I think it's on the deck list. All will ask given that Ysera is unpopular and hard to put in play, should I just dust her? And if so, what legendary to craft in replacement? Here's the thing, popularity waxes and wanes. She's a strong card. And it's not inconceivable that she could see play again in the near future. But I mean, if you really want to, feel free to. Dusting legendaries is something that I can't advise on. It's just a, how confident do you feel about your own read about like cards being good or bad? That's all.
The light protects me.
Hope he doesn't have a overload card. Next turn, I'll be playing Mountain Giant anyways. It's really rushing me down here. Yeah, the Earth Shock. Let's see if he has the Hex. Darn. Lovely. Welcome, a requested username, the Valley Town. Mighty Matty asks, if there's one thing I struggle with the most, it's deciding which cards to go with at game start. What is your main factor in deciding a starting hand? Is the deck, is the opponent I'm playing against aggressive or a control deck? What is my deck trying to do? Do I have a reasonable mana curve? Those are the three things. This matchup is definitely favored in the Shaman, because of the Earth Shock primarily, and the Hex. Sometimes they don't draw that. That was a really good draw on his side. I'm not going to let it bother me.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. Your soul shall suffer. Job's done.
Ah, the good old handlock versus handlock. I'm gonna make a note that I haven't faced any Miracle Rogues today, and having faced none yesterday night, I'm starting to believe that the Miracle might be gone. I mean, small sample size, easy to make that claim prematurely, and yet signs indicate that that may in fact be true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ancient Watcher tap? Yeah. Tap first then. Though there's nothing I would play after tapping into. He hasn't used the coin yet, so coin siphon soul would be pretty devastating. Surely he won't put me at 10. Pretty good start. Tuzlik asks, would you ever consider streaming League? It has a pretty abnormal fan base on Twitch. What? I did stream League before I streamed Hearthstone. It's a fine game. Alright. Hellfire, Coil. Owl Siphon Soul is the play I'm considering. Anything better? Owl 4-2, or if Owl hit that and Hellfire Mortal Coil, that also works. It loses the Owl though, and my Ancient Watcher. I think this is best. Twilight Drake. Greg the Wang asks, what would you say somebody who can consistently get 7 to 12 wins in Arena but is stagnating in double-digit rank play needs to work on the most? Probably practice with your deck. Make sure your deck is appropriate in the current metagame. Alright, I'm in Leroy range. I don't like being in Leroy range. If I tap and I Earthen Ring, I will be in 7, which is out of Leroy range, just barely. And pretty good time to Alexstrasza after. If I wanted to be more safe, I could do Earthen Ring into Sunfairy Protector, which would, or Earthen Ring into Defender of Argus, which almost never loses me the game. But there's a difference between not losing the game and pressing an advantage, but I think right now I'm close enough that no risk should be taken. I think as I play this game more, I'm going to take less risk. The other play has a higher risk reward. Well, no, since I'm getting... Ah yes, since I'm healing an extra 2 points. But whatever, this is fine.
So many possibilities. My eyes are open.
Hmm. 4, 6, 12, 16.
I bring life. I bring life and hope.
Of course.
Into the breach!
I considered attacking his minions, some sort of combo. Looks like we are rapidly approaching the end here. Mr. Wrongfully Accused asked, when you did your Prison Trump video, did it take more than one take, or did you just do it all at once? I don't remember what exact video you're talking about, but most of my stuff is one take. Korvik asked, do you think Hunter is still viable? If not, what needs to be done without making Unleash the Hounds 2 mana again? Yeah, I think it's viable. And it's currently out of the meta just because it's, I mean, if there's a lot of...
My shield for
if there's a lot of... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
I wonder.
Mortal Coil Soulfire kills the 5/5. I play a 2/6. That's 2, 6, 7 mana. Can't play anything else, but we'll clear those. Leroy Jenkins, Shadow Flame. Leaves the 8/8 up. I can then Soulfire it. Is there anything better?
Hmm.
6/10. Alright. If I start running out of time, I will just do Leroy Shadow Flame. Soulfire. Fine.
I
Shields up.
wonder.
Shields up.
Did a very similar move. Tap and then siphon.
I bring life and hope.
Fun little finish there.
You win this time.
with not as much Miracle Rogue out there, I think it's time to start cheating a little. The way you get an advantage in these matchups is either you bring something completely new, or you alter what you currently have to cheat. And the way to cheat this matchup is by getting big game. If there's a lot of stuff to big game, I think there is enough. And replace one of these. And also, I want to go one step further and also add a Black Knight. I guess I would have to replace a Faceless. So this is like a hand lock, which is cheating because it's trying to increase the matchup against hand lock at the cost of some other matchups. These two cards are in particular are pretty bad against Miracle Rogue, but I haven't seen that many of them. And this is how the metagame slowly develops, kind of. Metagame can more drastically change by like bringing in a new deck which counters this deck. For example, you could, like, if there were a lot of Zoo, or if there's a lot of hand lock out there, you could bring a Priest deck with some BGH, some Shadow Word Death. It would probably do really well. But that's really specific. This doesn't hurt the matchups of others that much, but increases one specific matchup by quite a bit. Alright.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
It's not really too bad. I got rid of two cards which are better in this matchup, but it's still a good matchup. Mighty Maddie asks, if you'd date any female card, which would it be? Probably the Young Priestess. 1, he's a young Night Elf. 2, you get a lot of +1 health benefits. Like, he's so strong. Yeah. Army Cookie asks if you had to date a male card, which would it be? Think about that. Young Priestess comes to mind immediately because she's got an ongoing beneficial effect.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Alright, so burn the coin and the preparation. That's very good. Let me get rid of this guy.